Hello and welcome to African Farming. Now, unfortunately, many of the farmers that we speak to have been hit by crime. Some have had their livestock stolen from them and others have been outright attacked in their own farms. Crime in agriculture also affects farmers, farm workers, and also farming communities at large. In studio with us, we have Christo and Rheede from Agri Securitas, which is a fund that is actually looking at the safeguarding of our farming communities. Christo, welcome.
Thank you. It's always a pleasure to be here.
Christo, now let's talk about crime stats that the police minister released recently. How do those relate to the agricultural sector?
I think the crime levels in South Africa is absolutely unacceptable. It's abnormal for a democratic society, for a modern society. And it shows you that there's definitely something wrong in society. Because we live in a society where people are scared. And it affects everyone. And that for me is a worrisome issue. And the latest stats that the minister has revealed tell us that there's something seriously wrong in society.
Here's a question I always want to ask myself. The very people that are committing these crimes are the people that need the agricultural sector to survive, for jobs. What can we do?
We must now be very careful because it's not always people in the rural areas that commit these crimes. Sometimes it's people from urban areas that have fled the cities to commit crimes in rural areas because they see a lot of vulnerable people there. And that's where Agri Securitas played such a big role, to bring the role players together. Police together with your farm workers, your farmers, even your private security agencies, to put then systems in place to have a coordinated plan and to have a specific strategy in place to prevent these types of crimes to take place. But that's why it's very important that you must have organized structures. If you are a farmer and you do not want to become involved in such structures and anything happens on your farm, whom are you going to contact? Because the police is far away, your fellow farmers, your fellow farm workers, they are the people that can assist you when you need it at that point in time.
Now, speaking of Agri Securitas, what have you guys been doing in order to curb crime in the agricultural sector?
Agri Securitas has committed more than 4 million rand, that was did in the past financial year, to assist with control centers, also installing of security camera systems, and with a wide variety of other actions as well to prevent crime. I visited some of these control centers and I was very impressed, because there you sit with somebody inside a center that monitors the cameras. That person can pick up if there's any person moving around in an area where they do not belong. The cameras also pick up fires. The cameras also assist with a whole variety of other issues as well. I know in some areas when there was an outbreak of locusts, the cameras pick that up. So there's a lot of advantages. And then when there's a car that doesn't belong in the area, or a stolen car, that information is immediately relayed to the police station. Then the police can act, and we've had a couple of instances where criminals were apprehended in that way.
Now, here's a topic which every single farmer that we visited, it's bothering them, and that is livestock theft. How is this affecting our food security?
Many farmers, whether they're black or white, doesn't matter. All of them are affected seriously. And many of them are very scared because sometimes they hear the truck starting up, the animals loaded on the truck, and they just leave it like that because they are too scared to confront these criminals. And these are organized criminals, and sometimes you've got law enforcement agencies who are also involved in these type of things. That's why farmers are becoming more frustrated. They sometimes take the law into their own hands, and that's something that we do not condone. But if the police are there to apprehend these criminals, what do you then do as a farmer? And it has an economic impact. It has a emotional impact, and it has a social impact. And that's the kind of issues that we need to address, and we need to resolve this issue of livestock theft.
For some of us who are living in the city and who want to play a part in making sure that our farmers and farming communities are protected, how can we donate to the fund?
Please, you can contact Agri SA. The fund is an independent fund, so Agri SA has no direct control over it. But I, as the Executive Director at Agri SA, I am also a trustee of the fund, so you can contact my office, and then obviously I will then direct you to the right people at Agri Securitas. But we need financial help, but we also need any other forms of assistance to bring about greater safety in rural areas.
Christo, thank you, and thanks to Agri Securitas for making sure that our farmers are safe and making sure that we have food at the end of the day.
Excellent.
And thank you, the viewers, for watching African Farming. And remember, we farm better and safer together. See you again next time.
Get the necessary cover for you and your family in the event of unforeseen misfortune. The African Farming Protector Plan offers you comprehensive funeral cover for your entire family plus extended family at an affordable cost. Our product also offers benefits such as monthly discounts on groceries, discounted bus tickets, ambulance services, and trauma and assault assistance, to name a few. For more information on the African Farming Comprehensive Funeral Plan, SMS African Farming to 45269 and get the peace of mind you deserve.